Okay, I'm working on the fence. This is the last section of fence in the yard that I have left to do, and this is my own house. No rent house this time. But I thought before I finish this fence, I would show you exactly where I was when I started. And basically, the fence over here on the other side of the pool is a fence that I did last year. I replaced it. It was all rotted out completely, and so I replaced that last year. And in fact, I'll go ahead and walk in here so I can point out exactly what I'm talking about. You can see the slope of the hill there, a little small hill that starts down here on the pool deck and kind of runs uphill to the corner. I didn't have to do any stair stepping on the part of the fence that I did last year, because that's all on the top of the hill and it's all the same level. Okay, but this one, as you can see, I wanted the fence at the top to match this fence over here at the top. I wanted the stringers to also match positioning, the stringers on this side versus the stringers on that side. So you can see how I did that. But then that left, when we got to this point, stair stepping it down, and that's a little bit of more of a drop down than I really wanted. But to get everything level, I kind of had to do that. And then of course a little bit more step down to here, a little bit more step down to here. I'm using 16-foot 2x4 stringers on the fence, and because the distance between each of the posts is 8 feet, and I'm thinking that by having alternating 16-footers, it adds a lot of strength to the fence. I have done that. Well, I've done that in every single house I've ever owned. So let me show you what the stringer looked like, because I've already, well, you can see here that I have, this is what the stringers were. There were actually 4 of them. One on the bottom, this one, and one at the top. Okay, so this is, you can kind of see how rotten it is. And I'm replacing these and replacing it with 16-foot treated pine 2x4s. And so as you can see, this goes all the way from like this post all the way past this post down to this post. So that's kind of where we are as far as this fence is concerned. This is how much I have done so far over about the last 2 or 3 weeks. And what I have left is basically I have 2 sections of fence left. I'm just now starting on this section, and then I will have this section here, and I'll tie that all in nicely at the corner, and I think at that point we will be done. So where I am now is I'm at the point where I'm hanging pickets, and I'm doubling up the pickets. I get over here so you can see. So I'm in my neighbor's yard, and I'm doubling the pickets up. You can see this. This makes the fence totally 100% privacy fence. There's no, it overlaps each of the joins, and so provides 100% privacy on the fence. The fence over there is totally private. The one at that end is private. This end down here is private as well.
So what's the plan for today?
Well, I'm going to use up the pickets I have, Then I'm gonna take all this scrap pickets, all the scrap lumber, and get that to the street so that the yard guys can pick up. So that's the plan. And then I got to go to Home Depot, get another load of pickets. Maybe that'll be the last one. I have found that I can cut these pickets about 3 at a time. I have a very slight little slope here, so I can probably do more than that, but 3 at a time is what I'm doing. By the way, that old stringer you see at the very top of where I'm working, it's basically so I can get the pickets level all the way across the section. So I moved this from that section when I finished it over to this section, and then when I finish this section, I'll move that one down to to there. So that's what that is, in case you were wondering. Have to create another hatch, move back and forth to my neighbor's yard before I close this guy up. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. It's Saturday morning, and as you can see, got just a little bit left to do. I like to get out here early before it gets too hot, and hopefully I don't disturb my neighbors too much, because like me, they're retired and they kind of like to sleep in on Saturdays. All right, so I'm calling this job finished. We've kind of finished up that corner, which I think gives it a nice touch. The fence is completely finished. Just got some backyard cleanup I need to do. So I think that's it. We'll have to wait and see what the wife thinks about that. She may have some other things she wants me to do. You never know. Goodbye.